At PDAC 2018, we're talking to Jeff Ackert, the CEO of Carube Copper. Jeff, welcome to SmallCapPower.
Well, thank you for inviting me here. That's great.
Jeff, give us an overview of Carube Copper. What is your background?
Yeah, Carube Copper is a project generator company, an explorer, and our focus is on copper porphyry systems. And we've been in the business now for about 7 or 8 years, and in Jamaica since that time, about 2011 when we first started. We started as a private company, and then we went public in 2015. Probably not the best time to go public, but at the time we were able to raise about $4.2 million. And since then we've had some very good success in Jamaica mostly, with spending over $14 million on exploration there. Yeah, we've had some very good success in porphyry systems, and we hope to continue with that.
Jeff, talk to us about your assets in Jamaica.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, a lot of people know of Jamaica as a great destination for a vacation, but it's actually a pretty good destination for mineral investment. And we realized that back in 2011 when we started to do our research and looking for a jurisdiction that had, first of all, very good potential for copper porphyry systems, but also looking at the risk levels and so on. And we realized that it was a great place to do business. So we've been there since 2011. We've been exploring, spent, as I mentioned, over $14 million on the ground. We have 11 licenses, and these are directly from the government. We're getting them, they're issued by the government, and we deal with them directly. So 100% ownership, and we've got over 500 square kilometers there. And they all have fantastic potential for copper porphyry. Now we've had some good success there, and some of the numbers I'll give to you. I mean, most people may not understand what they are, but we're getting over 300 and 400 meters worth of mineralization, copper and gold mineralization, and some of the holes we've drilled are over 100 meters of 1% copper equivalent. So those numbers are very, very good, and we expect to hit more of that as we continue to drill on the projects there.
Now, what about your mines in British Columbia? Where are they located, and what's the potential there?
Now, in British Columbia, it's, again, they're prospects, they're exploration projects. They're located in southern BC, but within a belt of well-known copper porphyry mineralization. If people are familiar with Whistler and Pemberton, we're in sort of that area. Access is actually quite good, and when you talk about BC, you have to talk about First Nations agreements and dealing with them, and we've had very, very good relationship with them right from the start, and that's always important to get local stakeholders involved in what you're doing. So we've had some good success there. It's still very early days in British Columbia. There is some activity in the belt. One of our neighbors is one of the Hunter Dickinson companies called AMark Resources, and they have Hudbay and as a partner. So that kind of puts a bit of a stamp of approval on that particular belt, and it shows that there is some good potential there. So we'll wait and see what they're doing. We're going to do a little bit of work on them this year. And for both of our areas in British Columbia and in Jamaica, as a project generator company, we are entertaining joint ventures with other companies and other groups. So we've got a few of those in the works as well.
So what is your target for these two assets in Jamaica and British Columbia for this year, and how equipped are you and your team to achieve those goals?
Yeah, that's a good question. Our plans for this year the focus is mostly on our Jamaican assets. We're just in the process of raising some money, and we'll be closing our raise of up to $3 million by the middle of next week, so very close to finishing that off. And that'll put us in a good position to go forward and do quite a bit of work on projects. So in Jamaica, the plan is to work on most of our projects there and try to bring a lot of them up to a drill-ready stage so that we can attract perhaps another joint venture partner. If you've got drill-ready targets there, it makes it very easy for people to say, yeah, we'd like to come in and work on those. And in BC, there's a potential, as I mentioned, potential JV going on there, and a little bit of work here and there to, just to increase the appeal of those projects. So financing in place, potential JVs, there'll be lots of news coming forward in 2018.
Wonderful. Jeff Ackert, thank you so much for your time.
All right, thank you very much.